Hey guys, so in this video we're going to be building a personal brand page entirely using Notion. Now if you guys don't know what Notion is, it's a tool that I highly recommend you guys check out. It's an all-in-one workspace. That's literally the best way to describe it. It allows you to create pages using elements and different like blocks, so you can fully customize a page in order to store and display your data in a nice organized way. You can write notes, you can write documents, you can create databases. It's super flexible and super amazing for anyone who wants to stay organized, wants to have all their data in one place. And I've been using Notion for about 2 years now, and honestly, I'm not saying this in order to promote Notion or anything like that. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but it has honestly changed my life, so I highly recommend you guys check it out. Now in today's video, we're going to be building a page on Notion, and we're also going to be using the share feature that Notion has in order to create a public link, so this can be turned into like a web page. And that's the idea behind this. We're going to be creating a personal brand page that then you can share with anyone you like. So I had this idea for a while. I actually want to create like a content database, so I can have one page where people can get access to all the content that I create on social media, right? So all my courses, all my videos, I want to list them all here in a nice way. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this video, and hopefully you guys can get some ideas so you can create your own page and share it with people. Now on Notion, as I said, you create pages using blocks, right? So there's so many different types of blocks. You can have headings, you can have lists, you can have tables, you can have there's so many things, right? But I'm going to start by creating a quote here. I'm going to add this quote, which is what I want to do first is welcome the user, tell them what this page is about. And then I want to tell them something about me. I want to tell them what I'm all about, what kind of content I create and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to be doing first. So there we go. That's the first quote I want to have there. So, hey guys, welcome to my content database. This website has been designed to give a structure to all the content I'm posting on my social media profiles. Now, the next thing I want to have is another quote that tells people what I'm all about. So there we go. My love for business, web development, and automation is the driving force behind every project I create and every person I help make their life and workflows more efficient and systematic. My goal is to help and provide you with as much value as possible so you can achieve just that, right? So it just summarizes everything I do at the moment, right? And I mean, you can fully customize this. Like I could have this all in one, under one quote block, or I just think that it looks nicer if it's split up, so I can turn this back into a quote. There we go. And then what I can do is I can add some links, right? So I can what I want to do is have an option where people can contact me if they want to work with me. Then I want to have another form where people can fill out to request content, so content they might be interested in seeing. And then finally I want to have a link to a form which people can use to ask questions, right? So I'm going to do this in a row here. So the way I'm going to actually embed the forms is by creating new pages. So these are sub pages. So the first one I'm going to call work with me, right? And you can add emojis, right? So let's add an emoji like this one. And I'm going to show you in a second, guys, how to create forms. But let me create all 3 pages. So request content. I'm going to add this one. 3rd page, ask me a question. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put all these in one line. So I'm going to take this, sorry about that. So I'm going to take this and drag it over to the side here. There we go. And then if I drag this here to the side, it puts them all in one line. And then I can bring them closer You see guys, it's fully customizable. It's really nice. So now I need to find a way to go back to the line I was on. Let me just create a new block here, text block, and then just drag it there. Perfect. So now I'm in a new full width line. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add a divider here. There we go. So now guys, what I want to do is show you how you can easily add forms to these pages. Now forms is not a feature that Notion currently has. You cannot add a block which is a form, you know. However, if you've seen one of my most recent videos, I actually showed you how to the easiest way to add forms to any website. I'm going to be using the same method today in order to add forms to these pages. And the way we do that is by using Airtable. So Airtable, guys, is this amazing app that allows you to create databases, tables, whatever you want to call them. And what I'm gonna do, if you wanna check out the video I did last time where I went through this in more detail, just click the link in the description. I'm gonna put a link to that video. But the idea, guys, is that we want to create a workspace. And I'm gonna call it personal brand, and then here I can create a base, right? So this is a database, and I'm gonna call it content database, and this is actually referring to the website I'm creating here. I think it's nicer to have different bases because my personal brand might consist of 5 different websites, right? So I might have a website that is a WordPress site, and then I might have a content database, which is this one. So I would create different bases for each site. And then here, when I would go in, each table that I'm going to create here, so we can have multiple tables, each table is going to represent a different section on the website. So for example, here, for work with me, I want to have a form that is gonna allow people to it's gonna be a form for this specific thing, right? So for people who want to work with me, so I'm gonna name this table work with me, right? Then I'm gonna have another table which is gonna be called what was the other one? Oh yeah, request content. And then I'm going to have another table which is going to be asking me a question. And we're going to be turning all these tables into forms, guys. So that's how we're going to be collecting the data. So the way you do that is, first of all, you create all your fields. So with as an example, I'm going to create a form for the request content page. So I want to know the person's name. I want to know their email, just in case I want to get in touch with them. And I'm going to put this here. I want to know their message, right? So they're going to message me with their content idea, right? And then finally, they can also add an attachment. And this is what I love about Airtable, guys, is that it gives you all these different field options, right? So you can have so many different types of fields, and this field right here, attachments, actually allows the user to upload up to upload as many files as they want that are up to 2 gigabytes large, right? So that's amazing. I don't know any other service that allows you to do this, to be honest, for free. So there we have, that's our table. And then I'm gonna go here and create a form view. Right, so the form view is going to create a form for us, and I'm going to call this request content form, and then all the fields are here. I can change the order and so on. But then, guys, the important thing here is to make sure that the submissions are emailed to your inbox, right? So I always check that there, and that's another thing I really love about Airtable. And then finally, once the form is ready, all we gotta do is go to share, shared view links, and just copy this link right here. We don't have to copy the code to embed it. We just need the link, and when we paste it here in Notion, it gives us the option to embed the form. So there we have it, that easy. And then I also like to make this window bigger so the user doesn't have to scroll on the form. There we go. So this is full height. And so there we go, guys. Now let me just try it real quickly. Yeah. This is a test. Submit. There we go. We received the entry, and then I'm also going to check the email. Should take a few seconds. There we go. This is a test right there, guys, and it tells you exactly where it came from. You know, content database, website, requests, content form. That's it, guys. It doesn't get any easier than that, to be honest. And then I would go ahead and create a form for each one of these pages the same way. So once we do that, guys, then I'm thinking of having a section. Let me actually get rid of the divider there. I want to have a section which is going to display all my latest posts, right? So all the latest, all the latest projects, I'm going to say, that I share on social media. I want to have them listed here, right? So currently I just finished recording my my client portal app tutorial, which you guys can get access to. I made a video for that, and for each project I'm gonna create a new page, right? So this is how to create a client portal app without writing code. And this is actually a full course that I made for free. And here, let me give it an icon, maybe this one. And here I would go ahead and like add all the lectures. And so on, and also the title of each lecture. I'm going to do this later, obviously, because it's going to take some time. And then I would go ahead and embed the YouTube video. So Notion actually allows you to embed videos. So you can even upload your videos. You can upload the actual files, or you can embed a video link. So if you upload them on YouTube, you can just embed them here. So I'm going to do that later, but you guys get the idea. I'm just going to be listing all my, so this is the full course. I'm going to be listing all the videos there. And then I can also have like, I'm thinking of having like a questions section here, where I have another form. You know, I could have a client portal app questions form, you know, and here I can embed another Airtable form, which is going to allow users to ask questions for this specific course. So you see, guys, how I think about this and how I organize everything. You know, I like everything to be fully organized, everything labeled, you know. So when I create this form on Airtable, I'm going to create a new table for it, you know, and I'm going to call it the course name, so I know where the question came from. So that's for that. So I'm going to have all my projects listed there. And then after that, I want to have another section, which is another heading 3, and I'm gonna make it my latest videos / tutorials. So I like to create courses, guys, that I like to create projects that usually turn into full-on courses. And then I usually also have videos that are more like just random things that I want to talk about or I want to show you guys. So this is the two different sections here. This is just going to be like normal YouTube videos or social media posts that I make, and I'm going to create a new page for each one of them again. So currently, one of the latest videos I did was how to easily add forms to your WordPress site, which is what I talked about a few minutes ago. And yeah, so I would add an icon there, maybe this one, and then here I would again embed the YouTube video. Right, so you scroll down video and just embed the YouTube video link, or you can just add a bookmark, you know, if you, it depends what you want to do. Then the next section I want to have, so I would have all my videos here, and then the next section would be an actual content database, because these are all the latest, right? So we have the latest. Now we need to have a way for people to access all the content in a nice organized way. So I'm thinking of using a what is it called, a gallery, right? So this is another nice way to present data. Where is it? Inline gallery. And I'm gonna call this content database. Okay, and then here these are need to go. Okay, and here what I want to do is actually have different types of pages. So these are the different topics that I usually talk about. These are not going to be all of them right now, but I'm just gonna have like website creation, workflow automation. And by the way, guys, this is going to be like a real website. Like I'm gonna publish this and probably link it in the description below. If any of you want to check this out, please feel free to do so. Get access to all my courses, all my tutorials, all the posts that I might be making on other platforms other than YouTube, because I'm also planning on making some Twitter posts. So you can check this out and get access to everything. Management tools. This is what I can think of right now. There's probably more than that, but then what I would do is add a cover. I'm gonna put a cover here. So Notion allows you to grab images from Unsplash, which is an amazing website for copyright-free images. So I'm just gonna type in website. Let's see. Just gonna add this one. Looks nice. And then what I want to do is there's a way to, I think it's here. I want to add that image on the thumbnail. So cart preview page cover. There we go. That looks nice. So then let's add an image here. Automation. And you can also upload your own images, guys, but let's just go with this code here. Web applications and projects. Let's add a application. Let's go with this one. Project management tools. I'm gonna add a, oh, we can also add icons. I'm gonna add, let's see, project management. Let's go with this one. And then what I would do, guys, is again here, I would do the same thing I did there. So I would just list all my different videos, all my different topics, you know. Sorry about that. Let's try and copy that again. There we go. So I would have a bunch of different videos here, all displayed with pages. So then when you click on the page, you can have your link to the video, you can have a text, you can have an article, for example. There's so many things you can do. So that's how I would structure this section right here. You know, just a general, like a complete database with every single piece of content that you create can go here. You know, you can categorize it nicely using the gallery feature. After this, I would have a section for my tools, so like tools I use. We can make this a header 3, and then we can also make it green. And here I'm thinking of just adding bookmarks of tools that I use. Create bookmark. There we go. That looks nice. Or I could categorize them, so I could say that this is like project management, or maybe like organization, you know, and have the link there. And then I could maybe have like hosting, you know, like hosting companies, and I could have links to all the hosting companies that I use, stuff like that. And I think that's pretty much it, guys. Like this is a complete profile, and obviously it depends on what you guys do, but I wanted to make this more like a content database. If you want to make this like a portfolio, then you can have like a gallery, and each one of these should be a project. You know, maybe it could be a project that you worked on, and or a case study, you know, and when your user opens this up, you would have the whole case study nicely displayed here, right? So Notion just makes it super simple to customize everything, you know, and create something that looks amazing. Now, the last thing I need to show you guys is how to share your page, right? So all you got to do is just go to share up here, give it public access so people can read it, and then just copy the page link and just send it to anyone you want, right? That's it. Your page is going to be public. Now, one thing you're going to notice, and this is something that we as Notion users absolutely hate, is that the link is so ugly, right? So when we paste this, there's the page right here, my browser, but the link is quite ugly. You know, it has so many numbers, and it's just not a nice link. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to record the video right after this one, and I'm going to link it in the description below, where I'm going to show you how you can purchase a domain and redirect it to your Notion page, right? So you can purchase a domain that is yourname.com, and then you can set it up so it redirects. Every time someone visits your domain, it redirects to your Notion page. So I'm going to show you how to do that in another video, guys, so you can make it, so you can have like a workaround, you know, so it doesn't look that ugly, you know, when you share it with people. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope I was able to give you some inspiration here. Please let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. Please share your pages that you create with me. I would love to take a look and see what you guys create. And yeah, let me know if you have any suggestions, any ideas. Feel free to visit my new database, you know, with all the content that I'm going to be adding here. Hope that helps you out. And yeah, I really hope to see you on the next video.